What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the Football Capital and welcome back to another Premier League review show. We're back for another week. A lot of football to cover as well. We had a bit of Champions League. Premier League, we got the top four races looking
tight,
pretty,
man.
Yeah, looking pretty interesting.
Very
now.
interesting,
We've
man.
got bottom of the table, the relegation battles, they're all starting to win now, and so it's getting tighter at the bottom as well.
It's why it's the best league in the world, man. Come on, how can you say?
Yeah, look, but before we get into any Premier League, all the results and all that, we want to go just touch on something that happened in the Championship this morning with Aston Villa and Birmingham, the derby. We had Birmingham City fan attack Jack Grealish, punched him in the back of the head.
Disgusting, man.
Absolutely disgusting.
I was boiling, man. I was trying to get in the screen. Yeah.
But that's something no one condones. No one wants to see that in football. Like you don't want to see the fans throwing punches, let alone a fan coming onto the field and hitting a player.
That's disgusting. He knocked him out, dog shot from
we
behind.
We know rivalries are rivalries, but that should be stamped out of the game. That guy should get a even a jail sentence.
Oh, I think he's got court. He's got a court hearing happening in the magistrates' court in Birmingham. But man, the players will fear their safety now. Like, I mean, you could be turning your back, and any one of the fans could drop down there and what? Because you're playing for your team and you're doing well or whatever it may be, you're captain of your squad.
Yeah.
But look, we saw the way how he explained it. Jack Grealish on his social media.
Yeah, look, it happened in the 10th minute. In the second half, he comes out and gets the winner, and that's how you respond to something like that.
That's the best.
And
he didn't get up. He was calm about it. He didn't respond.
And that shows what kind of a class player he is. After something like that, usually people will get up and retaliate, but he kept his cool. And he got on with his job, and in the second half he went on and banged in the winning goal.
Disgusting,
and that shows to all the kids out there, all the youth players and all that. Even on the field, there's a hard tackle, another player verbally says something to you, you got to keep your cool. Even all you Sunday League players, yeah? All you players in Sunday League, all the heroes in Sunday League.
Our team last season, bro, choke-slamming players.
It's a WWF.
Pushing
you
referees.
got to stamp this shit out of the game, you know what I mean?
But you know what? And the way to get back at players and fans is by doing it on the scoreboard. And I guarantee that fan was burning way more than if
like you said,
Grealish got him back.
In the interview, he said he's asked him, how do you feel? He goes, it's the best day of my life.
Best day of my life. What a way to explain it. Getting knocked out, captain, derby game, scores the winner. Yeah. Bro, what else do you want, man?
But yeah, look, if Gary Neville came out and said that the club should get a harsh punishment, whether it's points deducted, whether it's this season or next season, or they play without fans, so behind closed doors. I think he's got some good points there.
Now, is that fair on the club though?
I think it
One
is.
fan can ruin it for the whole club.
One fan can ruin it for everyone, and we've seen that happen in lesser leagues, in kind of third world country leagues,
lower leagues,
where they always play behind. And even in the Europa League, where we've seen some clubs that fans are not allowed to play, or it's behind closed doors. I think one of the Premier League teams, I don't know if it was United or someone they played, or Arsenal, played behind the closed doors because the other team fans suspended. But yeah, look, we don't want to talk too much about that. But
we're against it. We don't condone it. It's disgusting.
Against, all that football.
Yeah, man.
Stamp it out.
We've seen dramatic things where players drop and even pass out, and end their career or die on the spot. To see a fan dog shot like that. I hope the guy gets locked up, man. He drops in the shower too. Seriously,
we'll get straight into the Premier League. Look, we had a big game this week. One of the big top four clashes there with Man United and Arsenal. We get to that a bit later on. But look, City and Liverpool, they're playing chess. One counters, the other one responds.
I swear, literally.
And look, City still 1 point. They beat Watford 3-1. Their first goal, bit controversial.
Yeah, it was. Controversial. Sterling with a hat-trick. On fire.
First goal was offside, but
it is what it is. That's football.
It is what it is. Watford had their manager decided to have 7 players rested because of the FA Cup. He had all their best players, Deeney.
Look, to be honest with you, what they do now in the ladder doesn't really make a difference.
Yeah, that's right.
They're safe. They're not going to win it, but they can still make Europa. That's the thing. So I think it's very important to maintain that spot. He made the decision. He snapped. He wants the FA Cup. Fair enough.
Well, that's something a team like that should be fighting for, and you understand that.
Good on him. Good on him.
But yeah, look, City with the 3 points there, 3 goals.
We saw Liverpool come back from 2-0 down.
Yeah, even there, the first goal for Burnley.
Well, not 2-0 down. Sorry, 1-0 down.
The 1-0 down. That first goal for
down.
Burnley, I don't think should have stood. I think the one. I can't remember who it was.
No.
It was all over Alisson there. They get the goal. I think who hit it? Westwood hit it straight from the corner, went in. And then, I think Liverpool looked comfortable in that game.
Oh, they controlled the game.
They controlled the game. They got 2 quick goals with, and it was a silly mistake, that first goal from Firmino, the goalkeeper and one of the defenders, miscommunication.
But to be fair, for the 2 goal scorers that did score for Liverpool, Firmino and Mane, have been the outstanding players in the past 5-6 weeks.
Look, and Salah's still being
Salah's
quiet.
been missing. The amount of chances he's missed in front of
you
goals.
You can see not only that, like
ridiculous.
Even after the game, when he was walking off, you can see. Yeah, they won, but
confidence is down.
Confidence down. Maybe a bit disappointed in himself.
Well,
but Liverpool.
Convincing.
Yeah, convincing. They had to bounce back from the last couple of games where they had a few draws.
Have dropped a few points, yeah.
But look, they'll go into this weekend, and I'm not too sure who they're playing. But City don't play because they got FA Cup.
FA Cup.
So then after the international break, if Liverpool do win, they'll go into that round on top of the ladder, so they'll put a bit more pressure on Manchester City there. So it's gonna be interesting. I think they have Fulham.
Yep, Fulham away,
So
and
that's look. I mean, Fulham's pretty much gone.
Oh, there's no convincing the Premier League. But I mean,
they've conceded the most goals, and the way Liverpool are scoring and all that, you expect them.
And you know what's funny, man? When I saw Liverpool down 1-0, first thing I thought about is when you speak about. There's a put pressure on Liverpool playing after Man City's already won.
Yeah.
And I thought that straight away. I'm like, they're 1-0 down. There's a bit of pressure right now. Yeah, but they bounced back and they've shown their team.
Look, it's going to be interesting now because now if Liverpool, which it looks likely they will beat Fulham, City will have to go into that next game
being
second now.
The game in hand, again.
So look, the title race is hotting up, and Tottenham were in the race 3 weeks ago.
And they lost against Southampton.
And they lose to Southampton. And I was watching this game, and Tottenham should have killed off the game in the first half.
Disgusting, but and you know what? There was a bit of life with Dele Alli back in the midfield.
Yeah, you spoke about him last week. How the last couple of weeks, how they were missing his presence.
Absolutely.
And he came on and he looked the odds, man. He looked good for him. And like someone like Eriksen that hasn't been playing the best.
No, he's been off.
And look, Dele Alli gives the ball to Harry Kane that gets them that first goal.
But can I just talk about what has this Ward Prowse on free kicks?
Oh.
Unbelievable, eh?
You know
he did against United, top corner, and now he's done against Tottenham.
Where he got fouled,
and where someone got fouled, where they took
free kick
so
was like 9 or 10 yards away.
But look, props to him, man. He can hit it. Yeah, he did against United. He did it done against Tottenham, and it's always the same spot.
You've got to give credit to Southampton because I was saying
back.
last week, again, since this new manager's come in, they haven't lost a lot of games, and they put us under the pressure. Even though we had players out, they did put us under the pump. And now again they beat Tottenham.
But can I just say, man,
dropped again.
The top 4 race is ridiculous. I can't pick the top 4 right now. The top 2 for me is a bit obvious. Obviously, no one's gonna really catch up. Who gets the next 2 spots? We don't know. Is it Arsenal, Chelsea? Is it United, Tottenham? No one knows.
Look, Arsenal. I don't know. It's going to be difficult. We'll speak about that a bit later, but we'll touch on a few of the other games.
I think one of my favourite games of the week had to be Newcastle at home to Everton.
Yeah.
2-0 down, 64th minute. They bounced back and scored 3 goals. It's ridiculous. Yeah, and we saw Newcastle a relegation. They didn't win. We talked about it last week. They didn't win a game for their first 9 matches. Yeah. And then here they are now, and they're
Benitez is doing great.
Oh man, Rondon and Perez put on a show.
Like we said, with a bit of money, if Benitez is given a bit of money.
Oh, he's got experience. He knows what he's doing, man. Benitez knows what he's doing.
Like I said, with a bit of money, Newcastle can be up there, like the Watfords, like the Wolverhamptons. They could get up there.
Brilliant. They're sitting 13th now, and as I said to you, the first 9 or 10 games, they didn't get a result. It was them and Huddersfield bottom.
Yeah.
Huddersfield are last now, and we find Crystal Palace, Newcastle are sitting on 34 points in regards to Huddersfield's 14. 20-point difference in Huddersfield and Newcastle. And now I think Newcastle's getting safer and safer as the weeks go on. They are now 6 points behind the relegation zone. So it's still very tight.
Who do you think is going to get relegated? Obviously, Huddersfield look like they're gone.
I'd say Huddersfield, Fulham. For me, Fulham and Burnley. I think Cardiff will get out of there. Burnley will get in.
You think Cardiff will get out?
It's only 2 points, man.
It's an interesting.
And Southampton's still close. And I don't know.
Cardiff ended up beating West Ham as well. And then straight after that, they had Burnley, Southampton, and all the teams above them win as well.
So it's a tight race, man.
They're still there. Yeah, let us know. Let us know in the comments who do you think is getting relegated.
Huddersfield losing again at home to Bournemouth. I think standard. I think we're getting used to it. They're gone. We called it pre-season.
Up and down as well.
Huddersfield's gone. Vardy, great performance for Leicester.
Yeah, and what did I tell you last week? I know they lost. Brendan Rodgers came in and they lost, and I said, even though we don't know how long he had with the team when he first rocked up.
Yeah.
But I said to you, Rodgers will come in and get the best out of Jamie Vardy. The same system that they played when they won the league. Feed him the balls and he'll put it.
Finishes.
And he was that first goal they scored with Tillemans.
Good player, quality player.
Again, Jamie Vardy, not selfish, puts it across, FIFA goal. Brilliant. FIFA goal, and they get 1-0.
Sweaty.
And then Jamie Vardy puts in another 2. So let's see if they can go on a run.
And for the first match of the round, I think was Crystal Palace at home losing to Brighton Hove.
Yeah, after Palace have had a good run.
Yeah, unbelievable. And can I say, what a goal from Knockout.
Goal of the week.
Knockout, goal of the week.
Couldn't even be goal. You reckon could be a contender?
It's a contender.
Could be a contender.
He cuts in, and you know what? The commentator said it's his last touch before he gets subbed.
Yeah.
And he cuts in, fakes a shot, top corner, sub. And it was just a beautiful way to go out, yeah. And the way he said it as well.
But yeah, look.
Yeah.
I think Brighton could be saved. I think the way they're going, they're in a bit of a form. And I don't think they could get back into that drop zone. And Palace, look, they just got to continue, that form that they had a couple of weeks ago. And I don't think they're in any sort of trouble. Well,
Crystal Palace is quite close to relegation zone.
Yeah, but I don't think. Yeah, but I think the quality of the plays they have.
Look, they got Bashrawi, they got Zaha, they've got players for days. Yeah, to see them drop, or Wan-Bissaka.
I mean, if they do get relegated, Wan-Bissaka can obviously come to United. Yeah, you're more than welcome.
No matter what, come to United.
But
look, we saw Chelsea drop points again. At home again, and you know what? Hazard performed a bit this game. Finally, 92nd minute, very lucky to get the point. Yeah. Again, Jimenez and Jota, the men to stand up for.
Yeah, look, Jimenez this season, he's been on fire. And yeah, look, to be honest, he's come in this season. I'm not sure how many goals he's on, but he is on a loan deal from Benfica. And there's a $30 million price tag to make it permanent. So I think in the clause.
Oh, I think they'll be dumb not signing.
They have to pick him up.
Best player of the season for him.
Yeah, he's been killing it this season, like you said, with Jota.
One of the best forwards in the league at the moment. I'm not even exaggerating. Yeah, unbelievable talent.
He's been very consistent the last couple of games, and I think the 6 times that they've played in London this season, they haven't lost. 3 wins, 3 draws. So yeah, look, they've been
I think we don't mention it enough, but you gotta give props to, the manager for Wolves. He's got the system right. He did the whole Portuguese.
About 20 Portuguese players.
Yeah, but you know what? Props to him. Yeah, he's got a lot of passion from the sideline, and you see it. You see it the way it shows in the field with the players.
Yeah, and look, with his appearances, 29 appearances, 11 goals and 6 assists.
That's quality.
What more can you ask for a number 9? Look, they got some good games coming up for them as well. I think they can. They're not knocking on the door. They're a few points behind Chelsea in the top 6 race. But you know what? For them to get promoted and come 7th, that's a big achievement.
Yeah, massive. And again, and they're still in the running for Europa. Technically, they are.
Yeah.
They got no game because of the FA Cup.
And they are playing United. So,
and then they have Burnley away, and then they got United at home. So that's another test for them.
So they got United 2 times.
What can I say? They're good against the big clubs.
Yeah, well, that's what I mean.
It's scary.
They haven't struggled against maybe I think they lost 2 times. I think it was 1 to Tottenham, and I can't remember.
So they have no game. Well. Burnley, United, and then no game again. A break, and they face Southampton, Brighton, Watford, Fulham. Some easy games there before they face Liverpool. So it's interesting,
But yeah, look, we had the Arsenal and Manchester United game now.
Solskjaer's first loss in the Premier League.
Solskjaer's first loss, finally gets his first loss. Look, Arsenal had to bounce back after that loss in the Europa League, that 3-1 to Rennes, which you expected them to win. United, obviously, that unbelievable comeback against PSG to bring it back to 3-1.
The whole world's talking about that,
Yeah, it was unbelievable. But I don't know. Look, United could have had a bit of a hangover from that night. To be honest, out of the last couple of seasons, even during Ferguson, I don't think I felt like so emotional when we did get, even before we even took that penalty, the euphoria from just scoring that goal and winning that game in such a fashion. It was to me, it was like I haven't felt that feeling with Man
been
United
a long
in so long.
time, man.
I mean, yeah, look, even when we won the league, I didn't feel what I felt that day.
It's because you look, it's been a long 6-7 years, yeah, ever since Ferguson left. We haven't felt that at all since Ferguson in general, yeah. And like you said, even during Ferguson's time.
Even the year we won it, when we won the league, I think because we cruised it.
Yeah, because look, frustration, it's been 6-7 years of frustrating managers, frustrating systems, frustrating tactics. Solskjaer's come in, a bit of old school taste. We've had a brilliant run from the beginning of the start that wasn't so good with Mourinho. To see us bounce back and then to come back, and everyone's like 10 players out, Pogba out, injuries from Martial,
we finished off with
2-0 down, they can't do it in Paris, no way. And then first 2 minutes,
four,
Lukaku scores and just
under 18 players playing, finishing off.
And it was nice to see the kids are playing. It's nice.
Greenwood and Chong,
I love youth, man. You've always
been
good to watch it.
Mason Greenwood came on against Arsenal as well, but yeah, man. Even the couple of seasons ago when we beat City last season 2-0 down, we came back. But the feeling, the euphoria from this game was just something else.
But then look, to the Arsenal game.
Yeah, look.
First loss, it was upsetting.
12th minute, Xhaka hits it and...
I don't know what happens to De Gea. I know it knuckled a bit, but De Gea...
knuckled, but...
It was central to goals, man.
Yeah, look, when I saw the lineup, I was happy Matic was back in. And but for that goal, I think Fred or Matic should have closed him a bit quicker. Didn't happen, they get the goal. I still thought that, you know what, even though we conceded, United are still going to get a goal. We've had our chances. Just before that, Lukaku almost went around the keeper, and keeper pulls off a good save. Then we go on and hit the crossbar with Lukaku. Should have been an easy tap in. The last 3 games scored 6 goals. Look, you get them days. You get them days, and it does happen when it doesn't go your way. And we've seen that last season in the same fixture, where Arsenal had like how many 30-something shots and De Gea saved everything, or all these blocks, and United ended up winning it. So, look, man, it's
football.
That's football, and
it's football.
I don't think United played poorly. I think we didn't play well, but we didn't play poorly. I think our defense did well. I give a lot of stick to Ashley Young. He wasn't our worst player in this game. He defended well, but Arsenal really didn't do much as well besides that first shot. They didn't really create anything. Yeah, Ramsey, Ozil played okay. Ozil back.
Ramsey's quality, and again, I'm going to say this again and again. I don't know how they let him get to Juventus.
It is what it is.
To me, probably the most consistent, best player in their team.
Yeah.
And it's sad to see him go for Arsenal fans, but look, props to Arsenal. They pulled the result.
But
yeah,
look, even though it was a soft penalty, I think it was a very soft penalty. With VAR, I think that gets chalked off.
That changes next season.
But you know what? I was talking to an Arsenal fan today, or even from last week, when they were complaining about that handball in Paris. I go, Arsenal have, even last week we seen against Tottenham that they don't, there's a lot of times this season where they haven't got the decision go their way. And look, every now and then they do go your way. So
it is what it is.
It is what it is. We get them chances. And
again, from where Solskjaer's taken over to where we are now, hats off to him. It's United.
They're 1 point behind Tottenham. United's 3 points.
And this just again makes the top 4 race
so we got
even more
Tottenham, the next few fixtures, they got Palace, Liverpool, Brighton, Huddersfield, Man City, West Ham, Bournemouth, and they finish off at home to Everton. So they got a few tricky games there, Tottenham, especially the form they're in. Haven't been the greatest.
Yeah.
Let's see how they bounce back now after the loss to Southampton. But yeah, look, United got Wolves. United should be playing Man City this week because of the FA Cup. It's been postponed. So they do have Watford, Wolves, West Ham, Everton, City, Chelsea, back to back. So that's gonna be a tricky week there. And
that could determine top 4. That could put Chelsea down.
Then you got Huddersfield. That's pretty much will be gone by then. And Cardiff, they could be relegated as well by then. So the last 2 games could
be 6 points.
Could be 6 points and could make a big difference to what happens in the top 4. Arsenal with Wolves in the next game. Newcastle, Everton, Watford, Crystal Palace, Leicester, Brighton, and Burnley.
Fairly easy run for them.
It is. They don't play no team from the top 6. Yeah. After they were versus Wolves, no team in the top 7, if you want to say that.
And Chelsea.
And then we got Chelsea with Everton, Cardiff, West Ham. They got that big game against Liverpool, which is on the exact same day as when Gerrard slipped. It's on the exact same date as that same game. So who knows what's going to happen.
It's not
they got Burnley after that. Then they face Manchester United at Old Trafford with Watford and Leicester to finish off the season. So it's the race for the top 4 is tight. Is heating up. But yeah, man,
I can't predict it, man. Look, it's hard to. The top 2 is what it is. I can't pick the next 2. We'll see what happens.
But yeah, look, just to wrap it up, we've got a few funny clips that we'll share with you for this week. The first one that I had here was Jordan Pickford. He's in the Sky Sports office. He's running out. He's stolen something in the background, and he's just taken off.
Jordan Nickford.
Nickford, there you go.
Nicking something from the
So
bag.
he's taking something, and you can see he's having a bit of a laugh. But yeah, look, we'll get on to the next one. I'm not sure where this is, but we've got a penalty somewhere in the world.
Oh wow, the worst penalty. Look at
Great
that.
save by the keeper. Player goes to congratulate him.
In his own goals.
Oh well, that's something you'll do.
Nah. Come on, man.
Oh, look, and then we had one from Liverpool in the warm up where Dejan Lovren is showing his class.
Yeah.
As you can see here, bit of Sheva, bit of
Pre-game, yeah. She
warming
gets
up
megged
there,
three times.
Gets nutmegged a few times.
Twice from Shaqiri taking the piss.
Yeah, twice from Shaqiri.
That's
You
embarrassing.
see, look at Shaqiri rolling. He ends up rolling somewhere on the floor now.
Yeah.
But yeah, Dejan Lovren, maybe you should get him back in the squad.
Yeah.
Get nutmegged and hopefully give away a few goals and
Is he the player to sleep?
And hopefully Alisson be like that goalkeeper we just seen, dropping the ball back into his own net.
Hope Van Dijk hugs him.
big gorilla hug.
Hope Van Dijk hugs anyone they're knocking out, man. The size of him.
Got to give him credit, Van Dijk this season anyway. He's been
Best player, best centre back in the Premier League. You know
Yeah,
what?
you could say in the
Arguably
world as well.
best in the world, man.
Yeah, you can say the best in the world. Ramos might have the best of years this season. And
But someone came out and said, I forgot who it was, in order to be the best in the world, you have to win something. That's why Ramos is still the best in the world.
What did Liverpool win last year? And Salah wins all these awards. So I don't know.
Goal of the year, I don't know how Puskas
Anyways.
goal of the week. Anyway,
Guys, thanks for watching for another episode. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Yeah, guys, make sure you subscribe to the channel. We're gonna have a lot more content in the next couple of weeks, especially with the FA Cup, the Champions League next round. We might, if we get a chance, depending what time the draw is, we might do a live draw reaction.
Watch it shaved his head when United lost first game.
The stress levels.
Yeah, it's like,
We should bring back Mourinho, I think.
yeah.
No.
Mourinho would have drawn against Arsenal 0-0.
Wait, that's a good result.
Fellaini, sit him deep, park the bus.
Park the bus. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching again, and we'll see you next week.